I'm going to do just a little bit of wandering here to help give you an idea of the layout of this little harbor town. And looking up this little hill, that's actually the house where we started this area. The layout of this bit of town is pretty straightforward. There's essentially 3 short parallel streets. Now this house has that red wire leading to it from the smithy basement.
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight, so failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option.
The first time I played this game, my inventory management was a mess. It took me forever to find the things that I was looking for. So I'm trying to be a little bit more deliberate this time. But the case does introduce an interesting inventory management aspect.
The tone, the rhythm, just listening to that melody would never get old.
For some reason it's not playing the melody, but those buoys will ring. I didn't try it, but I suspect if I had removed that fuse, then the earlier puzzle in the smithy basement with the electricity wouldn't have worked. I should also mention that I've applied a filter to make the game a little bit more bright, because on my screen it seems like it's a bit dim. So that does interfere a little bit with the transition to and from the case.
It glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
I'm going to admit that this first projector part puzzle took me a really long time to get, but we actually have everything that we need to get it going. Can you guess what we need to do?
But opening and closing the delicate lid to hear what was inside was just too tempting.
So this is the hint for these 3 bells. There is a window at the top of the stairs in here, but if we look out of it, we'll be at the wrong angle. We need to actually look out at a different location. Which this other letter tells us. So it's pointing us towards Alexander Graham Bell's living quarters, whereas right now we're in his workshop. So now you know why I kept looking out the window at the buoys.
It took 5 months and 2 lots of pocket money to buy such a beautiful music box. Only fair that it should spend a little time in each person's house. Memories. Beautiful memories are made of beautiful things. This is one of them.
If you listen to the tone of those bells, it actually forms the first part of the game's sort of theme.
Okay, so the item I'm beginning with is the music box. The diary entry suggests that this was an early memory, and I think this may trigger a strong emotional response if I use it at the right time. It may be too early to tell, but looking at what I have, I think this may be the strongest item here, due to the fact that there's a musical element attached to it. We shall see.
Oh, for God's sake, why won't anything work?
I believe I only show the view out the window for the briefest second. But if you are observant, you will see that if I had watched the pattern from this window, they would actually be in the wrong order because I'm viewing it from the wrong angle.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob usually did whatever he was told, and Harry was too young to argue back. "Did you ever hear the story of the knocker?" Andrew asked in a sinister tone. "The knocker?" his brothers replied, looking at Andrew skeptically. "Yes, it lives in the mine past the dock. Legend has it that an old man went into the mine once looking for his dog, and some strange crystal in there changed him." "Changed him into what?" Rob inquired, already far too interested for his own good. Andrew's face grew wide and animated. "No one knows, because everyone who sees him dies. But apparently, he knocks on the wall with a massive stick, and if you hear it, it means he'll get you." "Then what happens?" asked Rob nervously.
This is our first knocker statue. We will hear more of the story of the knocker as we collect more statues.
eats your skin and leaves nothing but your bones," Andrew said with a sinister tone in his voice. "That's rubbish," said Rob, sounding a little unsure of himself. "Dad works in the mine every day, and he's never said nothing." "Oh, no?" asked Andrew. "Why don't we go see for ourselves, then?" "If you're so sure." "'Cause we'll get grounded. Mom said we're not allowed at the docks, even when it's daylight." "No, you're not allowed at the docks. I'm the oldest, and I'm saying it's okay. We just won't tell anyone." "I don't know, Andy," said Rob. "Well, I do. Get your coats. We're going now."